McDonald's for a second.
Okay.
Because McDonald's has a new set of aprons. I mean, it's interesting, the pictures.
Uniform.
The whole uniform? Okay, can we
Yeah.
put up the monochromatic look? Well, there's McDonald's. You guys know what it looks like.
Same old outside.
Same old outside, red and yellow, but they've decided to switch it, change it, rearrange it, and the uniforms look like this, all gray.
Ooh, it's like a Star Trek or
I
a
don't
Star
know.
Wars theme.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying on social media. I'm hearing social media isn't really happy about this.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that it looks like it's too techy for a McDonald's restaurant chain, that it's trying to be something it isn't.
Death Star.
So we're
my
curious.
gosh.
Yeah, let's start off with a question and then we'll keep talking and hopefully get some responses. But does what the employee wears inside, does that change your perspective of going to McDonald's? Does it make you want to go more or less knowing that they're going to look a little more conservative and contemporary and a little techy? It doesn't change the food, clearly, but does that change your perspective of wanting to go and sit down and have a meal there?
Well, because no outfit is going to stop me from having heartburn and digestion. Okay? I'm not saying that everybody gets that, but what you got on is not going to change the fact that I'm trying to watch what I eat and eat a little healthier. So if you eat at McDonald's, you're going to eat at McDonald's regardless of what the outfits look like. And if you don't eat at McDonald's, I'm pretty sure it's not because of what they're wearing.
Well,
it's not like, man, they're killing it with the gear. You know what? I'm
but
gonna get
it's
a little
part of
egg
it. Just to be on this side of it, I can see where McDonald's is coming from, being that they are let's just say it, a destination for people, or part of your childhood, maybe your first job. A lot of people say McDonald's is a part of their, it's nostalgic for a lot of people. I know for me, I have memories of going to McDonald's with my Uncle Eric and my twin cousins, and he would make us share one drink and 10 chicken nuggets and French fries. So anytime I pass a Mickey D's, do I go and I consume that? No, but it is special to me. Like McDonald's will always hold a special place in my heart. And sometimes I'll stop off for the French fries, but like you said, not to eat healthy, although they have been in recent years trying to change not only the food. You can't change the food and have a bunch of healthy options, call it a cafe, and then still have the old look. They have to start revamping the entire process in which the food is made and distributed. So I get this. If they're going to go the cafe route and try to spice it up, you had a recent experience.
Yeah, I mean, my husband and I are big ski bunnies, and
she was ready.
No, I did not mean to go there. I
think that surprised her. I could tell in her face.
Anyways, we like to ski. So often we'll find ourselves driving up to Tahoe on the weekends, and we usually go to a Starbucks or a McDonald's or something on the way up if we haven't had a chance to eat breakfast first, to grab the Egg White Delight or a breakfast sandwich or something. And so I recently went into a McDonald's last weekend, and the inside was like something I'd never seen. It was like out of the Jetsons. It was all video screen menus, and there were a lot more people dining in than in the drive-thru. And I wondered if the inside look contributed to that. It's more of a sit-down experience now, and of course they are trying to up their menu. They're bringing in the non-preservative type items for their menus and the non-GMOs. And so I did feel like when I was in there that I wasn't in such a hurry to grab my meal and run. I was like, oh, this actually would be more of a pleasant dining experience. And so I think the uniform and everything goes with that. I do.
So it doesn't necessarily change the, so if you're already, basically, if you already go to McDonald's and you already eat at McDonald's, it just enhances the experience as where if you don't go, you're probably not eating at McDonald's for a reason. And the environment doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's going to take more for the business to bring in a new audience or to get people to come back if they used to go as a kid. Sure, it's going to take more than the uniform. But I do, applaud McDonald's for trying, because what if they weren't trying and they just kept it the old way? We'd be like, what is McDonald's doing? Stuck in the past. They know people don't go and dine in. They have no healthy option. I mean, I think that's the first thing I would say if I didn't eat there. They have no healthy options. I can't say that because now they do supposedly have healthy options. Has that still to this day caused me to go in?
And eat, but again,
well, how do you define healthy?
Yeah, how do you define healthy? Because they have salads, but at one point the salads had a higher calorie count than a lot of the burgers on the menu.
So they're selling it
the dressing, and then it had like the chicken was breaded and it was fried. So again, I think, especially now, you got to think about how many different fast food chains now, and you have different types of fast food chains. You have Five Guys with burgers. You also have Carl's Jr. trying to make a change and be a little more.
The color of their wording is black.
You also have different, like you have Chick-fil-A where it's getting a different type of audience that isn't the traditional, I just want a burger and fries or like a Happy Meal for the kids.
Yeah.
People kind of want a little jazzier selection. So I get what they're trying to do, but I think if you like McDonald's, you like McDonald's. If you don't, then you're not gonna, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have two things. First, we want to show David Wong. He says at least they're into changing their uniforms. How long have the employees at Hot Dog on a Stick been stuck with their uniforms? And we know they've got the big hats and all the colors.
Oh, do we not like those?
I don't know that I'm a huge fan of those.
Hot Dog on a Stick?
It's kind of a gimmick, you know. But what I will say, though, is for the first-time jobs. So my first job was at a Port of Subs in Reno, Nevada, so it's kind of like a Subway.
Yeah.
And I remember the experience for me felt good. It was a dining experience. It was a Subway sandwich shop, and I felt proud to work there. And I have a lot of friends who grew up working at fast food restaurants. I still have family who works at Taco Bell, McDonald's,
Sure.
Jack in the Box. And I think that if the employees are asked to dress a little nicer and the experience is a little bit nicer for those dining in and for the employee, that might make it a little better for the people who work there as a first job.
Can I chime in with what they had to say?
Job at any time of your life.
You bring up such a good point because it's true. If you can have some sense of pride, and not to bag on McDonald's,
No,
they
not
have
at all.
been doing their thing for years, you know, for decades, and a lot of people's first job is that. But as we continue to move and shift and transition into a time where, going back to Cornelia's point, where yes, I think our taste as a generation has, like, we want something different. We're a generation that loves to work out. We're a generation that watches what is going in our body, what is going on our body, what our skin is absorbing. So with that, they're making these changes. So they came out and said this major move is another step in the company's commitment to become America's best first job and improve the restaurant experience. They explained in a written statement, and this is another part, more than 70% of restaurant employees surveyed feel that the new uniforms provide a modern image that they would be proud to wear. So it speaks exactly to that point. 70%, that's a big percentage of the people who were surveyed.
I think so too. So I would be curious to hear, I know there was a woman on my Facebook page earlier this morning who said, I would have much rather worn those uniforms than the big red uniform I had when I worked there. Let us know what you think. If you are an employer of one of these types of businesses, if you're an employee, or if you're just someone who frequently dines in one of these types of establishments, I would be curious to see if it's going to change your perspective at all moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. So someone commented, well, Carlos Reyna, who says, you girls are too funny. Thank you. Like we mentioned, it's that kind of day. It's a Wednesday. It feels like a Monday, right? Where not everything's perfect.
No.
Like the cameras today.
Yes.
We don't have a handheld. Want to explain that? Because someone's saying, what's going on with the camera?
Yeah.
It's tilted.
We usually have somebody who stands up here with the camera, but they're out sick today. So that's okay. We're making do.
We're doing it. We didn't want to not bring you your extra shot.
Yeah.
What's a Wednesday without a little pick-me-up, right?
We're just here to have a little fun.